peace to answering to allegations of genocide. In the eyes of Aung San Suu Kyi's critics, this has been a spectacular fall from grace from Myanmar's leader. The Southeast Asian nation has been dragged before the International Court of Justice in The Hague, accused of committing genocide against its Rohingya population. In a move that shocked many, Suu Kyi fronted the hearing to defend her nation. Melinda Nusifora has the details.
In the face of growing international outrage, Myanmar leader Aung San Suu Kyi has long remained silent on the allegations that genocide is being perpetrated on her watch. She broke that silence on Wednesday in the most unlikely forum for a Nobel Peace Prize recipient as a defendant before the International Court of Justice.
There will be no tolerance of human rights violations in the Rakhine or elsewhere in Myanmar.
But does she have the power to enforce that? Suu Kyi leads the Myanmar government but has no control over the military. During her address, she appears to distance herself from soldiers' actions.
It cannot be ruled out that disproportionate force was used by members of the defence services, in some cases in disregard of international humanitarian law.
Her decision to appear before the UN's highest court has shocked many and prompted critics to ask why it's taken her so long to address the issue.
When you continue to deny genocide, why are you defending the military?
Others are questioning why Aung San Suu Kyi hasn't stepped down, choosing instead to remain the leader of a country accused of one of the most serious of crimes. Melinda Nusifora, TRT World.
Well, for more on this, Kyaw joins me now, and he's the founder and executive director of Burma Human Rights Network. Well, thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World. So why the decision now to appear in front of UN's highest court?
I beg your pardon? Yes.
Kyaw, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Could you please repeat again the question, please?
Of course. Why the decision now to appear in front of UN's highest court?
I think this is clearly an election stunt, because she has, if you look at her 2015 manifesto, her party unable to deliver anything. And she's struggling with to deliver because the military has been obstacle, and she needs public support for the 2020 election. And this is the biggest opportunity for her party to get more support. And she showed that the public that she's going to defend the country, which is, in fact, she's going to defend the criminal, those who committed genocide. So this is she's plainly playing on the election and election stunts. This is a very clear evidence here.
I mean, Rohingya supporters are saying that Suu Kyi is defending the indefensible. Do you think that's the case here?
Indeed, because you see, this is a very clearly, this genocide is the most documented genocide, because if you look at it, there have been several organizations, including our organization, has been documenting several evidences since many years, and they are available, a lot of documents, and it is a well-known genocide happening. A slow genocide has been happening several decades, and you look at the millions of people has been locked down in open prison, and they cannot travel. There have been restriction, and malnutrition has been so high. So these people has been facing genocide long time now, and this what happened in 2017 is a harshest experience that Rohingya community have faced. And there are hundreds of villages has been burned down. All the Rohingya villages in northern Rakhine State, most of them has been burned down. But they spared among those Rohingya villages. You see, there are some Rakhine villages as well. They never affected anything because they are intentionally targeted on the Rohingya community too. So these are the clear evidence, very clear evidence to see that the Burmese military has committed genocide. So she is trying to defend those who are indefensible. That's right.
Well, looking at her past, she was seen as a symbol of international peace and Nobel Peace Laureate. And looking at her history, did you expect this of her when she became the de facto leader?
We had hope on her until 2013 on 12th, and after that we realized that she has a totally different person, because she is now like ultra-nationalists, those who support, who defend the military, genocide the military. So this is a clear thing that we cannot trust her as a minority. It is not only Muslim minorities in Burma. You see the Rakhine, you see the Kachin people, the Karen and Shan, every ethnic minorities are issuing the statement supporting the ICJ case. And no one trusts her party, no one trusts the military. Now, this is a very clear, and what her party is doing is so dangerous thing. What she's doing is now, they are now promoting anti-Muslim ideology, and the NLE party shouldn't support this kind of idea. They are supposed to defend the marginalized minorities, but now look at what her party is doing. She everywhere across Burma, they are organizing the protests, and these ideologies, behind the ideologies, they are going to hate Muslim more and more, because Rohingyas are Muslim, and then the international community is supporting Rohingya community, and these are the clear evidence that the genocide happened. So the international community is supporting the justice, international justice. So what is now, we are very worried about the coming years, 2020 election.